Hi guys, it's April here from Alexandra Nutrition. Just popping on to have a chat with you this week about the need for protein in the diet. So a lot of the time in practice, I will deal with people who are not actually eating enough protein in their diet, and they can be presenting with many symptoms such as low energy, imbalanced moods, and maybe some hormonal issues, and poor sleep as well. The list is quite endless. And I do understand nowadays that we have many vegans and vegetarians in society, which is wonderful. But depending on your dietary type, you also have particular needs that need to be met. So there's lots of animal sources of protein, which we all know about, but it's very important to remember about the plant sources of protein as well. And this is important for people who are not only vegetarians and vegans, but people who also are consuming animal products. I recommend that everyone is making sure they have 3 to 4 days a week that are vegetarian based. They are making sure that they get more vegetables into the diet and protein from sources that are not animal based too often. So we're going to run through a couple of options. And I just need to point out that adding protein in at each meal and snack is very, very beneficial for your energy levels, okay? It's what keeps your body strong. It's what's going to balance your blood sugars and keep your energy levels satiated and balanced across the day. Very, very important to how you perform in work or how you perform just day to day in your home with your family, how well you exercise, and really, really crucial. So some examples of how you can add more protein in, because many people will say to me, I am vegetarian, I am vegan, I don't know where I can really add more protein into my diet. So I'm going to give options for both as best I can. So if you are, for example, having porridge in the morning, lots of people enjoying a porridge, which is really fantastic. Oats are very high in B12, which is wonderful for energy. But adding in a little bit of protein there is really important. It's your macronutrient that's going to keep you satiated. So some flaked almonds are wonderful, or maybe some pumpkin seeds, really high in magnesium, or some milled flaxseed, very high in omega-3, which is anti-inflammatory. I should point out that adding nuts and seeds in is wonderful, but I do recommend that you pre-soak your nuts and seeds because it starts to work the digestive enzymes of the nuts and seeds, you might want to say. So it means your body doesn't have to do as much work when you actually then consume them yourself. So soaking them in a little bowl of water overnight and then adding them to your porridge in the morning. This applies for overnight oats as well. You can use nuts and seeds in there too, and that's going to add that protein source. If, for example, you have toast in the morning, maybe sourdough bread or wholemeal bread, adding in some hummus there instead of jam. Okay, hummus is a wonderful protein source. Chickpeas, tahini in there, really, really good for your energy. Or maybe you want to use some almond butter or cashew butter on there as opposed to jam, for example. Again, protein sources. Always think about where can you get that protein in with each meal. Lunchtime, maybe someone's having a vegetable soup. If you're having a vegetable soup, I recommend you add in lentils or chickpeas or quinoa to the soup. Again, all protein sources. It's going to keep you much more balanced for much longer. If you're having a salad, please be sure to add protein sources in there, not just be focusing on vegetables. So do add in some butter beans, some chickpeas, some lentils, or perhaps you're someone who's opting for some chicken. Okay, that's fine. Or maybe you want to put in some oily fish like salmon or mackerel. Again, all great sources of protein, and again, going to keep you balanced for much, much longer. Maybe it comes to the afternoon and you do wish to have a snack, although when you start to balance your blood sugars better and you add protein in at each meal, you will find that you need to snack less and less, and that is the whole idea of this. So in the afternoon, if you are needing a snack, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, or maybe perhaps you're going to go and do a workout before your dinner and you need something just to give you a little bit more energy into the evening, have some rice cakes or some oat cakes with hummus or nut butter again, or maybe it's about having an apple and adding a little handful of almonds or spreading some almond butter over the apple. Absolutely delicious and super nutritious. Maybe you have some raspberries and blueberries and add some pumpkin seeds there. Just adding in those little pumpkin seeds that are really high in magnesium and a good source of protein, again, is going to help balance out your blood sugar. So then we're looking at dinners, and again, dinners, some people are having their red meat or their chicken, no problem. Do recommend that you're not having red meat every day, maybe once a week or twice a week maximum. And then also looking at plant protein again. So maybe looking at your pulses or your seeds and making sure you're getting in there like the likes of lentils and chickpeas, as I've mentioned a few times, having maybe like a bean burger, which you can make up very, very simply, or I love like a chickpea curry, anything like that. So easy to make, so simple, not time consuming at all. They keep really well in the fridge as well, because obviously there's no animal protein in there, and you can use them the next day for lunches, for work, or if you're working from home, maybe a quick lunch you can heat up them. So those sort of things, fantastic. And focusing on the likes of oily fish. So I recommend everyone has oily fish at least 2 to 3 times per week. Very, very high in your omega-3, which again, as I said, is anti-inflammatory. Really, really important. And we will cover that in another session. So this week, I would love you to go ahead, really go through your food diary, see if you're getting enough protein in there, be honest with yourself. And if you're not, please start to filter more protein in and try and see if this energy can be increased, if you can feel a balance in your mood, a balance in those blood sugars. That would be absolutely amazing. So I wish you luck. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.